Guys, I am so excited. It's officially here this week. I am dropping my marketing course that is designed specifically for rappers. And to celebrate the drop of that, I wanted to talk about 10 books that have helped me insanely in the process of learning marketing for my music, to help other people, and really the stuff that helped me put this course together.
You know that we coming liars. I'ma keep praying to God, tell those little niggas stop it. Tell my mama that I got this. You know that we coming liars.
What's going on? It's Pimp Fried Rice. Welcome to the Music into Millions podcast. Like I said, today I want to be covering 10 different books that have greatly helped me along my journey, and I know if you read them yourself, they're going to help you as well. So let's jump right into it. So the first book is called This Is Marketing by Seth Godin, which you're going to see his name appear a couple times on this list because he is not only a phenomenal marketer, but he's also one of my favorite authors. I love reading his books. They're always filled with such amazing value and such great information. I recommend you reading this one first because this is kind of like the overview to what you need to expect when you're marketing your music. Not even just for your music, for business, for anything really that you need to put marketing towards. This gives you the breakdown. It talks about what you're going to be doing, why people are attracted to certain things, and then really just the whole aspect of not every person in this world is going to be, someone who's your fan, and that's perfectly fine because when you identify who your ideal fan is, then you're able to market to them and your music is going to be received a lot more strong and better by these people. So that's the first book. This is Marketing by Seth Godin. Phenomenal read. I highly encourage that you check it out. You'll see his name again on this list. So the second book is by another author who I'm sure you've seen promoting himself in various ways, and that is Gary Vaynerchuk. His book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. And now this book is awesome for this. This is actually one of the first marketing books I read. I think I read this one probably like 2 or 3 years ago when I really first started getting into marketing. And this book is awesome because what it talks about in this book is if you were to constantly just be, check out my song link, go book a ticket for my tour, constantly hitting people with do this for me, do this for me, do this for me, people are going to get annoyed, and it's eventually going to get to the point to where people realize like every single post that you make, you're trying to sell something. They're either going to, be annoyed by you or they're going to unfollow you. So what he talks about in this book is you want to hit them with a jab, 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 and then a right hook. And the right hook essentially is, asking them to do something for you. That'd be like, go check out my song, pre-save the Spotify link, book a ticket to my tour, buy my merchandise, all those different things. That's a right hook. So in between those, you want to hit them with a few jabs first, which the jabs would be like a behind the scenes video of you in the studio. It would be, maybe a photo shoot for an upcoming single that you have coming out. Basically, the jabs are just content that people want to see that talks about yourself, your personality, your music, your brand, all those different things before once again hitting them with a, hey, check out my music, hey, go book a ticket to my tour, all those different things. Definitely a great read. I highly recommend you check this one out. Gary Vaynerchuk is an awesome teacher. If you haven't checked out his videos on YouTube, I recommend doing that as well. He puts out videos pretty much every single day on topics related to this, mindset, positivity, a whole bunch of awesome stuff. Highly recommend Gary Vaynerchuk. Now this next book completely changed my mindset after reading it, because a lot of times when you're a artist or a musician, you're always like, I want people to check out my stuff, I want people to come to me, and it's kind of like we all just want all this attention, all this stuff pointed towards us, but that's not always the case. One of the best ways to market yourself is through something called giving value. And this book, The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann, is a phenomenal book, and they pretty much just talk about in this book how if you base all of your marketing around giving as much value as possible, that is going to be reciprocated towards you. But this book is awesome because it literally shifts your mindset from feeling like all the attention needs to be on you and feeling like everything needs to be about you to realizing one of the best ways to promote yourself is by just giving value. And value can be so many different things. Value can even just be, connecting with someone and making them feel like they're a part of a group and accepted and loved. And you can do that by something as simple as, responding to their comments reaching out to them on social media, all those different things. But this book, it will change your mindset. It's such a phenomenal book, The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann. I highly recommend that you read this one as well. And now showing up for a second time already on this list is, like I said, Seth Godin, one of my favorite authors. This book, Tribes, is phenomenal. This book literally just talks about finding your tribe. Who is your tribe? Because every single person in every single field of this world, whether it be music, art, business, education, anything, there's a tribe for you. There's a group of people out there who think the same way that you think, who like the same things that you like, who hate the same things that you hate. There is a group of people out there who is pretty much just like you, and that is your tribe. And this book, literally, it's a very small book, so I recommend you get it, and you could probably read through this in like a day or two. It just talks about how once you find your tribe, you can really laser focus in on these people and, provide value and connect with them, reach out to them, and just become a leader for these people. A lot of times I talk to people and I always use the reference of I'm an anime fan and a skateboarder and I like guitar and all these things like that. And there may not be a lot of people out there in this world who like every single one of these things. But the people that do are going to connect with me on a deeper level. They're going to resonate with the things that I say, the things that I do, and they're going to be my tribe. Whether it be because they like anime, or they like skateboarding, or they like guitar, or maybe they like all three of those things, and we connect even harder. But this book talks about finding your tribe, where to find them, what to do when you find your tribe, basically just how to be a leader, and how to position yourself as an expert for the people who want to be led. Oh, and one other thing about this book that is super awesome and super important is realizing that not every single person, and I know I mentioned this with the other Seth Godin book, he talks about this a lot, not every single person is going to be a fan of yours, and that's okay. It's okay to realize, like, there's people out there that are going to absolutely hate my music, and no matter how much I beat them over the head with it, and I'm like, check it out, love it, appreciate it, they're never going to, because either different religious standards, moral standards, just different things that they like. It could be a whole, bunch of different reasons, but you got to realize not every single thing is for every single person. So really just focus on the people that do connect with it, and things will, really start to take off. Now this next book I actually just got recently, and I got to say this book, even though it's a simple book, it's a smaller book, has helped me, one, with my YouTube, with even doing like podcast episodes and stuff like that, but also just with my social media, and like my whole mindset shifted when I started looking at things differently. And that book is Content Multiplier Formula by Peng Joon. And now Peng Joon is a online marketer. He does like affiliate marketing and a whole bunch of other things. And I think I found him through Russell Brunson, which is another guy I'm going to be talking about later on this list. But I watch his YouTube videos probably every single day, if not, more than that, because they're so filled with value, and the way that he breaks things down for how to post on social media, how to really just get the most out of your content, a lot of great advice. And this book is just like the culmination of everything that he talks about on his channel. Like, he literally shows you in detail how to post on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, like what it should be looking like, what hashtags are used for, what keywords are, all these different things that's going to really boost your visibility and boost the amount of people that are checking out your music and just whatever your product is. This is a phenomenal book, and it has little lines in it every couple of chapters. That way you can create your action plans based off the different stuff that he talks about. Super simple read. This is another one that you could probably get done in like a day or two. But if you're doing the action plan, I recommend taking a little bit more time. But like, this book is so valuable that whenever I'm like sharing a YouTube video and I'm filling out, the description box and the hashtags and all that other stuff, I literally reference the chapter in this book that breaks that down, because I want to make, the most optimized YouTube post as possible, or Instagram post. But I literally reference this almost every time I'm posting somewhere. Phenomenal book. Content Multiplier Formula by Peng Joon. Now this next book is definitely focused on, branding yourself for businesses, but it also, all the principles that they talk about in this book apply for rappers, musicians, producers, anybody who really just wants to get their brand to take off. And that book is Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. And this whole book just literally focuses on whenever you start a company, start a brand, become an icon, whatever you're trying to do, people don't want to connect with facts or a product or a thing. They want to connect with a person. So you want to make your whole brand focused around a story. So like with me, I'm a producer that used to be a rapper. So a lot of things that I do is focus towards rappers because I realize what it's like to struggle as a rapper, to not have a budget, all these different things that now become a part of my story, and I emphasize this story a lot. Like if you check out my Instagram page, if you check out my YouTube, I talk about a lot how I used to be a rapper and became a producer because that's a big part of my story. And now that allows rappers who are still in that stage, or maybe even producers who also started as rappers, they're able to connect with me because they relate to that story, and they can almost put themselves in my shoes and start to just relate to everything that happens. But that's what this book talks about. Phenomenal book. Awesome, awesome principles. Telling a story is really essential and really important whenever you're doing anything about promoting yourself. Like, one thing I talk about in the marketing course a lot is the fact that marketing your music is literally just telling your story in the best way possible. And this book is awesome with helping with that, because what better way to tell your story than build your brand around a story? Now I got another short book for you, so hopefully you guys who are, not big fans of readers, you still check these books out, because this one I literally got done probably within an hour or two. It's like, you see how thin that is? This is called Confessions of a Persuasion Hit Man by Ian Stanley. And like even the book is written in like really big text and everything like that, so super simple to get through. But Confessions of a Persuasion Hit Man, so Ian Stanley is a copywriter. And if you guys don't know what copywriting is, I'm not talking about copywriting like a document like R-I-G-H-T. I'm actually talking about copywriting, which is W-R-I-T-I-N-G, like you're writing something out. And basically copywriting is just any text or words used to get somebody to do something. So like if you want somebody to go check out your music video or hit your new song or click the link for your new single, what you would do is you would have to have really good copywriting skills to get these people to want to leave whatever social media platform they're on or whatever website they're on to go and check out your stuff. You need to have very persuasive words. Like you can't just be like, check out my link. That's super dry, it's super boring. So this book breaks down the different ways that you can become more persuasive when you're writing captions, when you're writing posts, even when you're coming up with video ideas and stuff like that. All this book literally just covers all the details about how to make yourself as appealing as possible, and you just learn a lot of awesome tips on persuasion, which helps not only with your promoting and your marketing, but also just with everything that you do in life, because pretty much everyday conversations have to do with negotiation and persuasion and things like that. So awesome book, very short read, definitely helps you to level up your posts, your captions, and just any written words that you put out into the world. Alright, we're getting towards the end of this list, and another one by Seth Godin pops up. This one is called Poke the Box. Again, another super short read. I'm making this super easy for you guys, so if you aren't reading these books, what are you doing? Poke the Box is literally just how to experiment and try new things and just step outside of the box. If you never experiment or try new things, you're never gonna know what works or what works better than what you're doing now, because even though you may be, promoting yourself and it's going well, you're getting a good amount of followers every day, people are engaging with your stuff, you don't know if there's something out there that actually be working a lot better than what you're doing until you poke the box. You need to see what works, see what doesn't work, adjust, and then just keep moving from there. This book is awesome for giving you ideas on how to really just ruffle feathers, try new things, and what better word to say than poke the box. Get this book, it's by Seth Godin, super awesome book, be sure to check it out. So the 9th book on this list is another book about copywriting, because like I said, it is so important to understand the words that we're using to convince people to check out our songs, buy our merchandise, because like I said, persuasion is such a huge and important factor in our everyday lives. That's why the next book is Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards. And Copywriting Secrets is another awesome book that I reference probably every single time that I'm writing, like a sales letter, or I'm writing a post that I want to sell something in, or want to persuade somebody to do something. Like, I've marked this book up so bad with writing and circling things because it's so filled with value. Like, this book I would probably credit as one of the top 5 books that I've read this year, and I've already read like 20 some books, and it's June. It's almost July. Tomorrow's July. Actually, I don't know. It's almost July. By the time you're watching this video, it probably already will be July. So, but this book is amazing, and it literally just keeps talking about copywriting. If you don't know what copywriting is and you want to get into marketing, you need to check out what copywriting is, which I highly recommend this book by Jim Edwards. Beautifully written. I mean, this guy used to live in a trailer park and now is a multimillionaire. So all because of the words that he writes and says and uses in his videos and text. Check this guy out. You will not be disappointed. And so the last book is actually 3 books. It's a series of books that come together, and I'm actually not even fully finished reading the last one yet. I've read the first 2 and like 80% of the last one. But this series is probably the most valuable collection of books that I've read ever. I mean, the value that I've gotten from these books, the information that I've gotten from these books, the mindset shifts that I've gotten from these books are just massive and have helped my business, my brand, my music even, to grow in so many different ways. And so the 3 books that I'm talking about are the Secret series by Russell Brunson, which it starts off with his book .com Secrets, which basically talks about, selling things online and everything like that and how to promote yourself online. And then there's Expert Secrets, which is the second book in the series, which talks about how to position yourself as an expert in whatever that you do. And the last book, which just came out like a month ago, is Traffic Secrets. And now this book is like a gold mine. If you want people to check out your music, if you want people to come to your Instagram, to your Facebook, anywhere that you want people to show up and give you streams or views or likes or comments, this book will teach you how to fill those places up and get so many people checking out your stuff. You're not even going to know what to do. And now this one, I'm not even fully finished reading yet. You can see my bookmark in there. I'm still got a little bit more to go. But this book is amazing. And the first 2 books, these are just like the other one. They're so marked up and circled and underlined and everything like that because I plan on reading these books multiple times through. I've only read them once through because I just got them, within the past couple months, and I have so many more books to read. But I have no doubt in my mind I'm going to tear through these books again because Russell Brunson does such a phenomenal job of simplifying these super complicated topics. I mean, if you're new to marketing, if you're new to promoting yourself or a product, it's a lot of information and a lot of it is overwhelming and stuff you've never heard before. But Russell Brunson literally breaks this down. I am by no means the smartest person around, and he makes every single concept in these books just so easy to digest and understand and start applying for you and your brand and your music. So highly recommend these books. Awesome books. So that is my 10 marketing books that have not only helped me to grow, but have changed my mindset, have improved my business, have given me money just because a bunch of the things that I put into practice. I highly recommend that if you want to get your music heard, to check out all of these books and to really just absorb the information inside of them and to really just put it into practice, because you can read about push-ups all day long, but it's not going to make you stronger. You actually got to do the push-ups to get stronger, and it's just like the things in these books that they talk about. You can read about them all day long, get all the information, but until you start putting them into practice, you are not going to know how it works, what works, and why it works. So let me know in the comments which one of these books have you read before, if you've read any of them, or which one you plan on getting first to, just really level up your marketing. Make sure you put that in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, that way we can get in front of more people, and hit the notification bell, that way you can be notified anytime we drop a new episode or a new beat or anything we do on the channel. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time.